In the last episode, we just about managed to extend our unbeaten run in the league to 45 league games unbeaten. We just about drew 3-3 with Chelsea. That draw has left us 2 points below Arsenal, who have won all 5 games in their league with 15 points, and we have 13. So all we need is a point from our next 5 league games. So that'll be Aston Villa, Wolves, Arsenal, Bournemouth, and then we're going to have Brighton to most likely clinch it. We're not going to go in just to get a point, obviously, but you guys get the gist of what I'm trying to say. In terms of this episode, we're going to kick-start it with a game in the Champions League, first game in Group G. We're going to be playing against Atletico Madrid, which we're normally waiting for the knockout phase to play a side like that. We're going to be playing against Atletico Madrid, as you guys already know. They've got Tammy Abraham, Jonathan David up front together. They've got Gravenberch. These are the guys that I've noticed that they've signed. Chilwell, they've got him at left back. Satalo's at the back with Bremer and Sionchu. I feel like Sionchu's probably a weak link in that back line. So we're going to be at home for this 5:55 p.m. kickoff. We're going to be starting with a really strong side, as per usual. Not too many changes made. We have updated the team sheet, but the only change made from that team sheet is Malacia, as Adeyemi has permanently replaced, or not permanently, it can change, but he's replaced Marcus Rashford in the main team sheet. Same with Tomori replacing Martinez. So this is how the side is going to look going into the first game in the Champions League. Group G is underway now. We're attacking to the right. Atletico Madrid, they're attacking to the left. Our journey to 4 consecutive European titles starts here. I feel like, just like the Chelsea game, we have a better squad on paper. We need to be wary. They do have a good forward line. And I'm assuming they're going to be playing with a lot of width. So we need to probably adjust our approach. Jonathan David up against Frimpong. Ball cut back. Well done. Tapsuba. Llorente makes a tackle inside the penalty area. What's going on here? We survived that. No pressure, no pressure. Let's go. Garnacho. Bruno tried to flick it over the top. Bremer gets a block in. It's a handball up against Melina. Got Malacia trying to overlap. Melina reads the plate too easy. I don't understand how we can't find a way to get the ball up the line. We're struggling so far to do so. What a challenge by Tapsuba. What a challenge. We'll float it to the left-hand side. Malacia takes it down. Bruno can turn. Come on, Bruno Fernandes, man. He's just feeding the opposition. He's literally feeding the opposition. Great save by Diogo Costa. He just doesn't know how to take the ball and turn. Okay, so we're going to try to hug the sidelines and play with a bit of width ourselves. Frimpong. It's just bombing down this right-hand side. I need to try and cut this back. We do. Victor Osimhen is going to swivel onto his left foot. Get the shot off. He does. He's on target. We find the opener. 28 minutes in. Victor Osimhen is off the score sheet. Off the mark, sorry, in Europe. That's his first goal. So we've been struggling to try to get it out from our half and try to create opportunities. Trying to play it down the line has been really difficult. But Bruno Fernandes into Guimaraes. He returns it. Malacia finds Adeyemi. Adeyemi's onside. We're going to try to put this ball in. Victor Osimhen with the header. All black. Forced to make a save. We've got a corner kick. Malacia, do your job. Do your job. Gravenberch plays on the inside. Llorente. Well, Melina puts a cross in. Abraham with a free head up. Malacia's not closing down. Costa just going to throw it out to the left. Malacia. Gravenberch. Tonali. Going to try to play our way through the middle. Oh, good ball over the top into Guimaraes. Oh, first touch from Osimhen. Needed to take the ball a bit wider or further away from Sionchu. I feel like we're getting outplayed at home right now. 59 minutes on the clock. We're on the hour mark. Ball gets played into the box. It's a goal. It's a goal. Marcus Llorente fires at home for 1-1. It's a lovely ball as well. It's just shocking defending, man. 3 changes being made. Adeyemi being pulled off. Rashford is on. We are taking off Malacia, bringing on a Doji. Bruno Fernandes is taking a spot back on the bench. Xavi Simons hopefully could probably give us a bit of urgency in the final third. There's a Simons. Guimaraes into Rashford. Adoji. Gonna smash it into Rashford in the gap. Go on. Victor Osimhen right in front of goal. We restored the lead right away. That's a surprise. I feel like those substitutions maybe have had an effect because Rashford did play that final ball. Victor Osimhen with a brace. That's his second goal in the game. About 16 minutes remaining in this game. 2-1 up at this current moment in time. There's no telling what we're going to get in these dire moments. Atletico Madrid just playing it around from the back. Come on, intercept that. Well done, Guimaraes. Garnacho. Guimaraes. Xavi Simons. Come on, flick the ball up. 1-2 between Guimaraes and Xavi Simons. What a goal. What a goal. We're 3-1 up. What a substitution. I feel like those changes have definitely changed the tone of the game. Xavi Simons performing off the bench. Maybe this is a shout for him to start the next game. Bruno, he does a lot of that. He gets braces against sides we need him to score against, because normally we do need those goals. But Xavi Simons, Rashford, they're big game players. Simons, Tonali, Garnacho, still managing to hold on to the ball. Guimaraes slipped in behind. Gonna play that across. Xavi Simons is there for the brace. 4-1 up now. The game is definitely over. What a home performance. Garnacho finding ways, finding room in the midfield to try pick out the next pass. Bruno Guimaraes overlapping, making a lovely run. Plays it across the 6-yard box, and Xavi Simons, great awareness from the number 10. But that's it. 4-1 is the scoreline on the opening day in Group G. We've got 3 points, which is a positive. And the way we turned this game around, I know we were ahead originally, but in terms of performance-wise, I feel like Atletico Madrid were on our heels. They weren't allowing us to breathe. But once we made those substitutions and we took the lead again, yeah, they were down and out. Victor Osimhen with the brace, same with Xavi Simons. Is that Xavi Simons in a matter of minutes leaves this game with a 9 to his name. That's his match rating. Got man of the match off the bench. Victor Osimhen with 2 goals, 2 assists for Bruno Guimaraes. We seem to have gotten off to a flying start in Group G. Hopefully other sides have dropped points so we can be on top of the table from the jump. It was a point apiece between Rangers and Benfica, so we're on top of the table due to being the only side to have won. That time of the season where games are going to start to come thick and fast. And if you guys made it to the end of episode 36, you should know by now that Harry Kane is now an Aston Villa player. So yeah, we need to be careful in terms of defending. Kick and rush is their normal setup. We already know about that. As you guys can see on paper, they're not a side that you could just turn up against anymore. 86 attacking, 84 midfield, 84 defensive ability. So in terms of their actual pedigree on paper, they're good enough to be a European side. In terms of goals, I feel like if it was a game where we had to outscore them, I would have no worries. In terms of their final third, they're not scoring as much as ours, but yeah, we have to take it by a game-by-game basis, and we definitely need to make sure we don't drop points in this one. The game is underway. We're attacking to the right, they're attacking to the left. We're at home at Old Trafford, back-to-back home games. We love to see it, but we don't love to see Harry Kane getting on the ball early on. Let's go, Xavi Simons. Burst through the middle, does well to get past Kamara. Got Victor Osimhen, trying to play him in behind. Pau Torres with a lovely interception there. Read the game perfectly at our expense. We're going to try this again. Ball over the top this time to Marcus Rashford. Tries to keep it in. Foyth heads it back into play. Heads it forward into Harry Kane, who flicks on into Diaby. Come on, Adoji. Presses Diaby into a mistake. Let's go. Tonali. Ball in behind. Garnacho cuts it back. Osimhen, first touch was poor. Simicant makes an intervention. Drills one hard and low across the ground into Ramsey. Gives it to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw bursts down the left-hand side. Come on, stop him. Ball goes in. Come on, do better than that. Thank you. Thank you, Adoji. I thought Costa was going to come for it. You just watched it go over his head, but it was hit with a lot of pace. We've got Xavi Simons. Let's go. He cuts in. Switches play. Garnacho, flick on into Frimpong, play it into the centre, flicked on by Osimhen, headed down into the path of Garnacho. We still got Guimaraes on the ball. He hits the post. He hits the post. We've come so close in that moment there. It was good build-up play. Tonali dribbling with the ball at his feet in the midfield. Tapsuba. Tonali does well to shield the ball. Tapsuba providing an extra option going forward. We've got Marcus Rashford on the left-hand side. Diaby does well to keep him at bay, but Rashford cuts in. Adoji gives it to Xavi Simons. We're going to try to pick up the bottom right corner. Martinez gets a left hand to that. Garnacho crosses this one in. Go on, Tapsuba, get to that. Knows Torres instead. Simons. Tonali dinks it back into Simons. Simons fails to get under control. Heads it down. Victor Osimhen, first time strike. 1-0. Don't give him a yard in the penalty area, because if you do so, All he needs to do is just put his foot through it. Well done, Xavi Simons. He battled hard for that ball. Pau Torres gave up. It's just a simple left foot strike from Victor Osimhen to give us the lead. Ball goes in, near post. Tonali gets a flick on. It's a save. Martinez. Oh, Tapsuba's tackled. Oh, no. We've just given him free reins down this left-hand side for Aston Villa. Geary is going to try go in the middle. Takes a shot. Well done, Diogo Costa. He does parry it, but he doesn't parry it into the centre. Costa. Adoji. I see a run from Osimhen. We're going to pick him out. Osimhen takes the ball down. Gimaresh outside the box. I was going to slip it back into Osimhen. Now only 1-0 up. This lead is very narrow. And we do look likely to build on it. But Aston Villa, they also look likely to pose a comeback, pose a threat to make a comeback. Adoji, Frimpong, going to knock that down. Tapsuba. Come on, let's get the ball out of our half. Simons can drive at the defence now. Simons does well. Dink it over the top. Victor Osimhen, give it to your right. We've got Gimaresh inside the penalty area. He hits it wide on the left-hand post of Martinez's goal. Captain Fantastico, he's going to make his way off the bench. Xavi Simons is getting quite tired, so we're going to rest him now. Gives the advantage. Tapsuba. 1-2 between him and Frimpong. Tapsuba gives it to Victor Osimhen in the gap. Victor Osimhen up against Simican, right in front of goal. Simican gives the ball to Gimaresh. First time shot would have sufficed. He had to take a shot. It was a weak one. Come on, put this in the back of the net. There was a series of mistakes going on from the Aston Villa defence. Eventually, we pounced upon it. Marcus Rashford taps it away, taps it home for a 2-goal lead. Look how they crumbled at the back. I don't know what Foyth was doing trying to pass it back to his keeper there. But Gimaresh read the game well, plays it into Marcus Rashford. Bags himself in an assist. As I said before, we'll take the goals as they come. They are quite difficult to come by. I know we are winning games and it does look effortless, but we do have to battle hard. We do have to defend as a unit to try stop the opposition from creating opportunities. So taking opportunities like that is not a problem for me. They can hand us an open goal. We'll tap it in. Oh, good ball. Knock that down. Fernandez, left foot strike. Pau Torres is in the way. Changes being made. Osimhen's off for Rasmus Højlund. Gimaresh is being replaced by Zaire-Emery. Euro's on for Tapsuba. And we've also replaced Garnacho and Myers. Tried to pressure Harry Kane. He's done nothing but drop deep. Almost playing like a false 9 for Aston Villa. To try and create goal-scoring opportunities. Referee, man. I know he's won the ball, but that was aggressive. Well done, Lisandro Martinez gets a block in. Euro clears the ball out. Kamara gives it to DRB. He finds the back of the net. It's 2-1. The last 5 minutes might be nerve-wracking. Hopefully, this ain't a sign of good things to come for Villa. Zaire-Emery into Myers. We've got Frimpong back into Myers. Oh, Bruno Fernandes. We slip it into Zaire-Emery. Come on, doing a lot of passing here. 4 minutes added on. Are we going to find the back of the net? I don't think we are. Oh, we get the ball back. Myers. Just keep possession in their half. Just keep possession in their half. I think that's the aim now. Try to do a 1-2 with Frimpong and Fernandes. Ball cut back. Rasmus Højlund on the rebound. There we go. We finally found a way to squeeze it in. Rasmus Højlund has put the nail in his coffin. 3-1 is the scoreline at home. Aston Villa, they probably feel hard done by, but I feel like the right team in the end have got all 3 points. I don't think Aston Villa showed enough urgency in the second half to win the ball back from the attackers. Whenever they had the opportunity to clear their lines, they failed to do so. We've extended it to 46 games. 46 games unbeaten in the league. Rasmus Højlund will probably feel justified not getting a start in the last couple of games. Probably feels like he carried us on his back end in the back end of last season. 68% possession. Like I said, the right side won in the end. We were completely dominant over Aston Villa. 5.7 XG to their 0.5. They're not creating enough, the opposition against us. We're doing really well to shut them out and suffocate them in their own half. What can I say? We're just hard to beat at the moment. We should come to expect a victory in this next game against Morecambe FC. We're going to be away from home for the 3rd round of the Carabao Cup. We're going to be starting buying there in goal. The lows at the back with Yoro, Tomori and Malacia. Mainu's in the midfield with Fernandez and Mason Mount. Garnacho's playing off the right. Adiemi's the number 9. And we've got Myers playing off the left-hand side. Couldn't think of a better occasion to try and get some of these fringe players kick-started with their career at United than to play them in a game such as this. Switcher playing to Malacia. Mason Mount. Adiemi, early on, we fired the opener. 4 minutes in, we're 1-0 up. They're not even trying, it seems. And that's Adiemi's first competitive goal for Manchester United, bearing in mind. It couldn't have come any easier than that. Totundo puts the ball in the box. Malacia heads it down into the path of a Morecambe player. What's he done there? Luckily, Bayern there was ready to make the save from close range. It was close to being 1-1. Fernandez. Malacia making a run on the outside. Finds Mason Mount in the middle. Mason Mount, flare pass into the centre. Adiemi, 2-0. 13 minutes in, we've doubled the lead. Karim Adiemi has doubled his tally for Manchester United, all in one sitting. Myers. Malacia. Fernandez. Adiemi. Backhills it. Myers on the ball. Right foot strike. 3-0. And under 20 minutes, we're going to continue to run away with this one. Mainu's just doing well to dictate the tempo now. Spurs play to the right, and the low doesn't do enough to take the ball down. Garnacho intercepts the pass on the inside. Adiemi gives it to Mount. Mason Mount rolls it away for 4-0. It's going to continue to happen. We're going to continue to fire at goal and probably find the back of the net. Top pass is blocked. 1-2 between Mount and Mainu. Fernandez. Adiemi takes it down, flicks it to his right foot, takes a shot. Moore makes a save. Adiemi's on a hat-trick, almost made that goal number 3 in an impressive way. Ball goes in, Delo heads it across the face of the goal. Adiemi. Karim Adiemi. Still has the ball at his feet. Mainu. Bruno back into Mainu. Mainu, right foot strike outside the box. Tap in? No, there's a double save from Moore. I thought Mason Mount was going to get the brace there. Second half is about to be upon us. So 4-0 up at the interval. Just giving a lot of time and space on the ball. It's because they use a counter-attacking system. So if they're not winning the ball back, they're not getting forward at all. They rather sit back and allow the pressure to consume them, which it has been doing so far. Adiemi, left foot strike. We did manage to get it on target. We got a lot of rising stars from the academy making their first team debuts for us right now. As a lot of them are returning to the first team after a stint in the reserves, after not really managing to hit the ground running last season. So let's see if the likes of Maru can actually stand out in this game. Wisdom Ali back in the side, maybe playing well. Max Coleman gets his debut at the back, right next to Yoro. Got Matthew Martin also making his first team debut as well. Some of these guys on the ball. Even Jose Herrera is a first appearance since joining from Athletic Bilbao, sorry. Myers. Martin on the edge of the box. Try to find the top left corner. Ball goes in. Get out. Martin does well to do so. McKieran. Williams with the shot. Again, Bayern there makes the save. He does parry it. Max Coleman has to come and sweep up. Delo into Ali. Got a forward run from Maru. Maru's going to shift the ball to his right foot. Going to take the shot. We hit the post. He came so close. Mount into Herrera. Can play it through the middle. Maru. Got Ali. There's such a gap at the back. Such a gap at the back for Morecambe. And Wisdom Ali gets his first team goal for Manchester United. The winger comes off the bench. And he's actually played well. His runs in behind have been really hard to track for the fullback. 4 minutes to go. 5-0 up currently. Wisdom Ali again. Travelling down this right-hand side with the ball. Mason Mount with an overlap of run. We're going to play in Maru. Maru in front of goal. We're going to play it to his left. We've got Myers, who doesn't hit the target on the first time shot. You guys saw what I was trying to do there. Open up his body. Find that bottom right corner for the brace. More chances being missed than actually taken in the second half. 5-0 is the scoreline, and like I said, going into this game, it's probably the perfect scenario to introduce some of the fringe players and the youth players into the first team, and they've actually played well coming off the bench in the second half of this game. Obviously, we had way more chances in the first half than we did in the second half. And the little chances that we got in the second half, we tried to take them. We took them as best as we could, and Wisdom Ali was the only goal scorer in the end. So we had 18 attempts in this game and 12 on target, only 4 off target, and we managed to score 5. So it's been a good game, really clinical in front of goal. Obviously, we could have made the scoreline even worse for Morecambe FC in the second half, if only we had our shooting boots. But then again, a lot of the youth players had those chances, and they just couldn't take them. But Maru managed to get himself an assist off the bench. Ali scored a goal, which is good. Kobe Mainu got a 7.4. We got a 7 from Herrera off the bench, 6.3 from Coleman, 5.8 from Martin. I thought he would have had a higher rating than that, but there's going to be more game time for these youth players. I really like how Martin feels in the middle of the park. He feels really agile. Looks like he's got a range of passes on him. Even though that shot that he took, his first shot for us, he took wasn't on target, he knows how to put a bit of power behind his finesse shot. So if we can improve his accuracy a bit, he could probably be a maestro in the midfield. Our 28-year-old box-to-box midfielder, Bruno Guimaraes, he's got 1 year and 8 months remaining on his contract. We're trying to act fast and swoop him before that contract runs down. So we've offered him 180k per week. It's 20k more than he's currently on now. He wants a signing bonus of 780k. We're going to drop that down to 500. So a 2-year extension has been agreed for Bruno Guimaraes. Signed, sealed and delivered. So we got 4 players with their contracts running down. And since we're on the topic of contracts, Wisdom Ali and Martin, I feel like those two, they're on good course. They're on the right path to getting a new deal by the end of the season. We'd have to make a decision until the end of the season because they're under, I think, the age of 22. There's no chance of them being snapped up in January. So we have a lot of time to assess these youth players. Maru is one of these guys that we put some of our stocks into as soon as we signed him to our youth academy. He started off as a CDM, turned into a centre-back, and then we turned him into a striker. Well, I think it was the opposite way around. Centre-back, CDM, and then striker. But anywho, he's a makeshift striker who seems to have a lot of potential in front of goal, but he hasn't really lived up to expectations. Maybe we put a lot on his shoulder at a very young age. He's still only 18, his overall 75. Let me know in the comment section below, are some of these guys good enough to be a Man United player within this rebuild, or do we look to make a profit on them before they start stagnating when it comes to their growth? And I feel like Kobe Mainu is one of those guys who's definitely on course to getting a new contract. Need to see a few more first team performances from him. Right now he's playing average. He's playing average according to his form. Going into this last game of this episode, we're away from home against Wolverhampton. We're at the Molineux for this one. We're back on top of the table. Arsenal ended up losing a game, whereas we've only drawn one. We still haven't lost a game. Our unbeaten run continues in the league. Going off memory, roughly, I don't remember Gallagher being in the midfield of Wolverhampton, so they've definitely improved in certain areas, certain aspects, but they're not like Aston Villa, West Ham, or I think it was just Aston Villa and West Ham actually. They're not like those guys. I feel like they're still a mid-table side. They won't really be pushing for Champions League, maybe Europa League, just by looking at them on paper. Tactically, they kick and rush, so when they lose the ball, they try to aggressively win it back, almost like a hybrid Jurgen pressing system, but I'm sure when they attack, they're rather patient. So when it comes to the starting 11, I don't think we're going to change too much, in fact. Kaladzik in front of goal, already testing out our goalkeeper. Diogo Costa responds quite well to that shot being fired at him. Oh, Neto cuts it back. I knew the cutback was coming. Cunha. Kaladzik, another save by Diogo Costa. We're really shocking at the back at the moment. Ball goes in. Clear that out. Thank you, Adoji. Bellegarde in front of goal again. Just allowing shots to be popped at our goalkeeper. We need to respond by getting forward ourselves. What's going on there, Adoji? Rashford and Adoji not combining. So Wolverhampton, they continue to pile on the pressure. Chiquinho dinks one into the centre. Well done, Tomori. Gets that out. Let's go. Let's go, Zai Emery. Carry this ball. Xavi Simons. Osimhen. Going to give it to the right-hand side. Garnacho. Frimpong. Back into Garnacho, who returns it to Frimpong. Good overlap and run from the Dutchman. We've got a potential cutback. Osimhen tried to open up his body. Gives the ball up. What's going on here, man? Tomori, first touches. Just letting him down right now. Oh, come on. They've taken it quickly. They've taken it quickly. Tapsuba. Gives it to Emery. Gimarej. Gimarej on the ball. Gonna slip in Marcus Rashford. Rashford gonna slip in. Garnacho. There's a cheeky assist there. Maybe I should have opened up Rashford's body and taken a shot, but we got away with that one. Alejandro Garnacho gives us the lead. 18 minutes inside the first half. And it is against the run of play because at the Molineux, we've been overrun. So Neto. Oh, he sends a Frimpong skating. Puts the ball in. And there's a poor cross. Marcus Rashford can turn and just drive forward now. Got a lot of green to run into. Rashford. Go on, play it into the gap. Garnacho. Osimhen. What a perfect team goal. What a perfect team goal. We hit them on the break. It's a direct balls in behind. It's just incredible how his goal scoring record just doesn't stop. Victor Osimhen just knows where to be in the right place at the right time. He's had a real poacher's instinct in this episode. Ellegaard to Cunha. Well done, Emery. Wins the ball in the centre circle. Tussles for it. Battles hard. Play it to the right. Garnacho. On the back post, we have Marcus Rashford, who's going to head this down. It's a simple tap-in for Bruno Guimaraes. We're 3-0 up within 30 minutes. This is the stuff we was expected to see at the start of the season. Maybe we just needed to get warmed up, but we're finding ways to hit the back of the net. We're doing it as a team, as a unit. Neto and Nesri. Cunha. Oh, well done, Tapsuba. Interception made in the middle of the United half. Come on, return this back to Doji. Rashford making a run. Perfect, perfect. Got Victor Osimhen on the inside. Xavi Simons, go on, in front of goal, number 4. There we go. Xavi Simons and Victor Osimhen, they are a lethal duo. So it just seems like Xavi Simons and Osimhen, they're the perfect duo simply because any space, any gaps that Osimhen leaves behind, Xavi Simons has that instinct to run into the gap and also provide an extra option. Cunha. He's going to look for the ball in behind, I can tell. Nope, he's going to swivel, take a shot himself. Diogo Costa gets a strong right hand to it. We've got Neto. Reinildo. Oh, well done, big Frimpong. Interception made by Frimpong. Now Garnacho can run forward. Who's this ahead of him? Mosquera. Garnacho does well to keep hold of possession. Slips in Victor Osimhen. Victor Osimhen for goal number 2. He hits the back of the net. That's goal number 5 in this game. We're going to start making some changes now. We are running away with this. Wisdom Ali gets another appearance from the bench. He's on for Garnacho, playing off the right-hand side. Rasmus Højlund is on for Osimhen. We also got Bruno Fernandes off the bench for Xavi Simons. Bobby Mainu. Ball played into the centre. Cleared away by Mosquera. Neto turns. Gives it to Conor Gallagher. Forward pass into Cunha. Got Tomori trying to recover. Shot from Cunha there. Clean sheet is over. So yeah, Cunha did really well. You can see Tomori tugging at his shirt, trying his hardest to recover. So the game's over. 5-1 victory. It's a perfect scoreline for us. Actually, a perfect scoreline would have been keeping a clean sheet. But anywho's, we get the 3 points over the line. And just like the game that we played before against Aston Villa, we edge even closer to breaking that record of Arsenal's. It's been a clinical performance in front of goal, especially from the likes of Victor Osimhen. Overall in this episode, Osimhen and Xavi Simons, they've been the stand-up performers. Obviously, Tomori and Diogo Costa, as per usual, saving our bacon on certain occasions. They're also honourable shout-outs. I feel like the more players come off the bench to get goals, the more positive dilemmas we have going into the next episode upcoming. Selection is going to be really difficult as we get further along in this rebuild, especially the fact that we're building a squad that we love at the moment. There's not one player that I can think off the top of my mind that I can definitely say I want to get rid of other than Diogo Dalot. So come the end of the episode, we're on top of the table in Group G. We've got a game coming up next against Rangers. I'm not too sure if we're playing that on camera or off camera. I'll probably decide in the background. In terms of the Premier League table, 7 games played, we have 19 points. We are 3 points clear on Arsenal, who are second place with 16 points. They're level with Fulham, who are sharing 16 points, but they're ahead on goal difference. Arsenal. Manchester City, they have 14 points. They're inside top 4. Bournemouth, they're not too far away from climbing into the top 4 zone, but they're 1 point behind Manchester City and 11 points with Liverpool. The list does go on. As I said in the previous episode, the table doesn't really matter. It's just interesting to see how sides are getting off in terms of their start to the campaign. I feel like our final third is only just getting started. Victor Osterman, he's on 11 goals and 3 assists, 14 goal involvements in 10 appearances. We've got 7 goal involvements in 7 appearances for Højlund. Bruno Fernandes still continues to perform well in front of goal. He hasn't scored in this episode though, but he's on 4 goals. He's a third top goal scorer in the side. Xavi Simons continues to contribute in the final third. He's got 7 goal involvements in 9, and the list does continue to go on. Pause the video if you want to check out the rest of the stats. But yeah, I'm quite pleased for Wisdom Ali to have got off the mark for the first team. Even Myers. I want to see more of Matthew Martin in the middle of the park. Hopefully in the next coming episodes we'll probably get a few games where we can rotate even more. And the next episode, definitely we're playing against Arsenal. In fact, we're going to start the episode at Rangers. Play against Arsenal, have Bournemouth in the mix, and most likely end at Benfica. So yeah, that'll be the third game in Group G, and hopefully we'll probably be 3 for 3 by the end of the episode in the Champions League group phase. But yeah, if you made it this far, please remember to smash the like button, sub to the channel if you are new, and also hit the notification bell so you're notified when I go live, premiere a video or upload one, and continue to leave comments in the comment section below for feedback because it's really helpful. In terms of the player career mode series, it's quite frustrating to tell you guys that we're being forced to leave RB Leipzig. So there's a poll being run on the channel, so be on the lookout for on the community feed. Leave a vote. Let me know who do you want us to join, AC Milan or Napoli. So Serie A is the next destination. And some of you guys have been leaving brilliant ideas for career mode saves and content ideas. But because we've already started this Manchester United save, starting a new one will be long. But I will run a poll eventually, sometime in the future, to see if you guys want us to start a new series with Man United and implement different challenges. I don't see myself doing like some sort of realistic rebuild for Ten Hag or with Ten Hag, because I don't like the way he plays. But I am open to ideas. If you guys want to be in control of the tactics of the formation, that's also a shout. But yeah, the series has to be as interactive as this one, or even more interactive. Otherwise we're just wasting our time, because yeah, I do want to put out content that I enjoy, but also I want to put out content that you guys enjoy as well. So it needs to be a thing where I'm enjoying it and you guys are enjoying it too. I don't want to put out content for the minority on the channel. But yeah, we're going to part ways now. Take care for now. Hope to see you in episode 39. Peace.